Good morning, y'all. It is time for me to model another type of question for you all to see. Now, guys, I have my annotated text here. Hopefully, you have already read and annotated yours as it was assigned already. All right, I'm going to model my expectations for you. And we use the rule strategy, guys. So the first thing I remember Ms. Brown telling me to do is to read the question and the answer choices completely. The evidence in paragraphs 2 and 3 support the idea that the telegraph was developed by Alexander Graham Bell to send messages during an emergency. The telegraph made it possible for people to talk directly to one another. The telegraph was not a convenient way for people to communicate. The telegraph was made possible by the fact that lines were used to connect people. And I'm thinking in my mind as I read, I don't really remember what convenient is. And I'm like, oh, okay. I could look that up or I could plug in context clues. Convenient was not a convenient way, I'm going to say, to communicate. The telegraph was not a convenient way. So I'm going to think convenient means easy. And I remember Ms. Brown telling us to underline words that we don't really know, and we can look it up or use context clues. But now I'm going to go through the sentence. The question stem evidence in paragraph 2 and 3 supports the idea. So I'm looking for a supporting detail. Evidence means proof. All right. Now for paragraph 2 and 3, and I'm going to write what I wrote on my notes: inventions of the telegraph and improvements made to it to help people. All right. That's the first thing I want to do is to write my gist statement notes so I can tie my answer choices back into the answer. Okay. Now I'm going to go through and read each answer choice and evaluate the answers. And I have to provide proof as to why it's my answer or evidence why it's not my answer, because Ms. Brown says we always have to defend or prove our answer. All right. A, the telegraph was developed by Alexander Graham to send messages during, and I'm like, okay, it doesn't say in the text that it was made by Alexander Graham Bell. So that's the first thing that got me. And it was not to send messages during emergency, it was for people to communicate. All right. At any time. So I'm going to kick A out. The telegraph made it possible for people to talk directly. Ooh, to directly talk. Uh, Messages were sent over line. People could not talk yet. Not directly talk to one another. Oh, see, when you cite textual evidence, it makes it easier for you to defend or prove your answer and make it easier for you to see that B is not your answer choice. All right. The telegraph was not a convenient way for people to talk. Was not. Oh, the telegraph. was. It was a easy way for people to communicate. The telegraph was made possible by the fact that lines were used to connect people. Connect people. They placed lines. Lines were used to communicate. So communication does connect people. So based on the evidence, D is my answer. Now, guys, I need you to think about what you heard me say, what you saw me do, and then I want you to write that down and identify what you are going to commit to doing. Thank you.